Hi, and welcome to GrC 377 Web and Print Publishing. I'm April Elliott, and I teach this course. So I thought it might be helpful to give you a tour of PolyLearn and how it's set up for this course. So let's just focus on the very top, the beginning here. So I've got a section at the very top where each assignment, each of our major assignments can be found. I'll also print these out and give them to you as a packet. You can find assignment 1 through 5 or project 1 through 5 that we'll be working on throughout the quarter. So if you happen to lose your packet, you can come here and download these PDFs individually. Here you'll also find extra credit. You probably won't find that at the beginning of the quarter, but I'll post this later on. Extra credit, the syllabus is found at the top, which I will pass out as hard copy as well, but you can also find it here at the top of PolyLearn. So scrolling down just a bit, we've got some resources at the top. These are keyboard shortcuts for the various programs that we'll be using. So scrolling down here, you'll find week by week, I've got separate modules for each day of class. I'm talking to you from winter quarter right now, and so I'm at week 9 actually. But you'll see how these modules will appear. I'll make each one visible about a day before that lecture. So I'm going to scroll down to week 1 so you can see what that looks like. So week 1, what you'll need to do is click on the date to expand the module. Each module is collapsed, and so you'll need to click on it in order to see the files associated with that module. So I'm waiting for it to respond. I just clicked on the date here. Here we go. So week 1, January 8th, you can see the lecture materials associated with that day. I do post the lecture slides. I try to get them in the day before lecture, and that way you can download them, print them out, have them ready for lecture if you'd like, as well as any handouts that I give in class. I try to post those as well, so you can print those out if you need to from home. But they should be here in each module. And lab information is also posted here. So there's a couple different ways to navigate. At the very bottom, you can jump to different modules. This is for week 2. I'm going to jump back to the main course page. And at the very bottom of the main course page, you will find, as I scroll down, additional resources. So I'm going to click on that. And you'll see week by week, there will be quite a bit of additional resources if you want to look more into Adobe Photoshop, for example. That's what we'll be talking about during week 1. And there's a plethora of resources here, videos, tutorials, if you want to have some supplemental learning for Photoshop. And that goes same for week 2 and 3. So this is where you can really learn more about what we're learning in lab and lecture if you want to expand upon that. So that's basically it, pretty straightforward. Each week is collapsed, so just be sure you remember to click on it in order to find the files. I communicate heavily by email. I send out an email usually each Sunday or Monday describing the week ahead. And so I'm real heavy with email communication, and there's a few projects that you'll be dropping on PolyLearn if it's not something that we are printing out in lab. So for any questions, feel free to email me. I'll go ahead and click on the syllabus so you can take a look. My office hours will be listed on the syllabus. They may change. This is for winter here. But my email stays the same, apelliot@calpoly.edu. Feel free to contact me for any questions, and I look forward to a wonderful quarter with you.